Hello guys, welcome back to another session. My name is Hoa and today we're going to work on backbends. So let's begin. We're going to start directly on our tabletop position, making sure our hands and shoulders are aligned, same as knees and hips. And we'll start by moving in some cat and cows to awaken the spine. So slowly take a deep inhale, open the chest, look gently up. As you exhale, push the floor away, round the spine, look to the belly, tailbone in. Inhale and tag the tailbone, look up, expand through the chest. Exhale, push and round, create space, look to the belly. Inhale deep to open, exaggerate the movements. Exhale, push and round. Inhale to open, shoulders back. Exhale, push and round. Two more, inhale, open, shoulders back. Exhale, push and round. Last one, inhale deep. And exhale. On the next inhale, come back to the center. Walk the hands forward. Allow the chest to drop into your puppy pose. On the next inhale, tag the tailbone, lift the chest slightly, look to the belly. Exhale and tag the tailbone, look forward, drop the chest. Inhale, tag the tailbone, look to the belly, lift the chest. Exhale and tag, go down. Inhale, lift, look to the belly. Exhale, drop, look forward. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down. When you reach down, feel free to stay here. If you need to, bring the knees back a little bit more. If you feel comfortable, flex the feet and try to extend the legs. Maybe come onto the fingertips and breathe for 10. 9, hips high, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly knees down, forehead on the mat, hands close to your face. Push the floor away, come back into all fours. Allow the hips to drop and very slowly come back down to the mat. Bring the forearms close to you. Coming into our Sphinx Pose. Feel free to have the feet together or slightly apart. I prefer having them closer. Start by bring the shoulders up, back and down. Notice that when they go down, the chest lifts, and start pushing forward, pulling the floor towards you. Imagine someone is pressing you onto your upper back, so you're go sliding forward slightly, and breathe. Connect onto the mat for 3, 2, nice. 1, slowly push the floor away, externally rotate through the arms, shoulders back, chest forward, and breathe, lifting through the chest for 3, very good. 2, and 1, slowly come back down, and release for a moment. Breathing deeply and slowly. Notice any sensation that may arise. For 3, 2, good, and 1. When you're ready, bring the hands by the chest. We're going to start working a little bit dynamic first, and then we'll try to hold. Take a deep inhale, push through the arms, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Make sure you're expanding through the chest. Inhale up. Hips press down, chest goes forward. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last 2. Inhale up. Elbows in, shoulders back. Exhale down, last one with a hold. Inhale up. Open up, look up if you can and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, expand through the chest, shoulders back, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down and relax for a moment. Notice any sensation that may arise, any discomfort, maybe on the lumbar spine. And if there is, just try to breathe into it, try to relax. Not only the muscles, but make sure your mind is relaxed, allowing the tension to release. Good. When you're ready, we're going to try to go a little bit deeper by coming onto our fingertips. Same principle. If this is too much, of course, come back into any of the previous variations. Take a deep inhale, lift, open up, elbows in. Exhale, come back down. Good. Inhale up, lift, exhale down. Inhale up, lift, shoulders back, exhale down, always elbows in when we come up. Inhale up, elbows in, lift, exhale down, last two, inhale up, look up, exhale down, last one with a hold, inhale, try to extend the arms, hips, try to drop, open up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down and relax for a moment. If you have any tension on your lower back, feel free to move into your child's pose. Otherwise, if you feel okay, try to stay here to maintain the opening on your back. Very nice. Good. We're going to try to stretch a little bit through the hip flexors also, so we don't put too much pressure only on one area. So when you're ready, bring the forearms close to you. Come into your Sphinx Pose. Left hand slightly in towards the center. Bend your right knee. With your right hand, grab the foot. Try to pull as much as you can. Imagine you want to bring the foot down to the floor. Don't worry if it does not touch. It's okay. And try to push. If you cannot push, then just pull as close as you can towards the glutes. And breathe. Make sure you're not collapsing on the left shoulder, but instead you're pressing down. You're trying to make sure you're open. And we breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Switch your arms. Bend the left leg. Reach back and press down. Same thing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to the center. Take a deep inhale and exhale, release. Relax for a moment. Very good. We're going to start moving now into our active flexibility, our mobility. Starting laying down on the mat, placing the forehead on the floor, interlock the fingers, bring the shoulders back. On the next inhale, lift the head off the mat. Try to come as high as you feel comfortable today, engaging through the back muscles, through the glutes, and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly calm down, release for a moment. Very nice. When we're ready, we're gonna do once more. But this time feel free to lift the legs as well. Only the hips will remain on the mat. Take a deep inhale, interlock the fingers, reach the arms back, lift the chest, maybe lift the legs too. Engage through the back muscles and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, very good, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Bring the hands close to your chest. Push the floor away and relax in your child's pose. Breathing deeply and slowly for 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. When you're ready, come back onto your tabletop position. Maybe start going a little bit farther forward with your knees and come back into your kneeling position. Make sure your knees and your hips are aligned, same as your foot to your knees, your feet to your knees. Make sure your glutes are engaged slightly. Hands come onto the hips. We'll go step by step. Start by pressing the hips forward, shoulders back, elbows in. Lift the chest up. Try to move into your back bend, shoulders back, elbows in. And breathe for 10, 9, 8. On each inhale, try to lift higher. 7. On each exhale, deepen more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale, connect the core to come back to center. Exhale, sit down, maybe relax in your child's pose. Notice any sensation that may arise. Very important here when we're moving into our backbends. In any pose, in any form, but particularly in backbends, if you start feeling discomfort, don't go too deep. There's no need. We slowly develop with time, okay? So make sure you listen to your body at any time. So we're moving into our second round. Coming back to standing on our knees. This time, feel free to have one hand on the hip, the other arm extended, or if you feel comfortable, maybe you can reach with one hand the heel of the same foot, the same side, maybe pointing the feet or flexing, depending what's best for you. Okay? Releasing through the right arm, bring the left hand wherever is best. Try to round, rotating the arm all the way to the left and back. Look to the fingers of the right hand. Leave the chest, push the hips forward and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The same way you came into the form, come back to center. And relax for a moment. Take a couple of inhales, a couple of exhales. Nice. And when you're ready, we repeat on the other side. Come into your kneeling position. Maybe right hand back to the right heel. Left arm goes over to the right and back. Looking to the left, fingers lift the chest, push the hips forward, and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back the same way you came into the form. Sit down or come into your Balasana Child's Pose, your choice. And breathe. Nice. Slow and long breaths here. Very good. When you're ready, we're gonna come back onto our knees. Moving into a deeper variation, we have different options. Again, first option, you can come with both hands on the hips. This may be enough for us today. Maybe we flex the feet and we reach the heels. If this feels okay, point the feet, reach the heels into your camel pose. And if you feel very comfortable, try to lift the chest, push the hips, release the arms and reach the arms back. And we breathe wherever we are. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale, come back to center, exhale, sit down or come down into your child's pose. Breathe deeply and slowly, bringing down your heartbeat. Slow and long breaths. Last one, take a deep inhale. Good. And exhale, perfect. When we're ready, we're going to start moving into backbends from standing, and eventually we'll take it into drop backs. If you don't feel comfortable from standing, feel free to do it again, but from the wall, from the floor, with the knees on the mat. Same thing, we can come into our camel pose, or we can do similar exercises with the wall, which we'll be doing from standing, but you can do it from kneeling, okay? Your choice. If you're following me and you want to go into standing, flex the feet, lean back, squat, and then push the floor away to stand, okay? We're gonna start progressively, so a little bit more intense every time. Bring the feet about hips distance. You can bring the toes slightly out, heel slightly in. That's normally a little bit easier to maintain balance when we're going back. Start by bringing your pelvis forward into a posterior tilt. Bring the hands onto the hips, push the hips forward. Same thing we were doing from kneeling. Open up the chest, shoulders back, elbows in, look up or back. And breathe for 10. Good. 9, left the chest higher. 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage the core. Inhale, come back to standing. Feel free to move gently side to side, maybe make circles with your hips to release some tension. We're gonna move into our second round, okay? Which will be very similar, but this time we're gonna try to go a little bit lower. Same principle, start posterior tilting the pelvis, bring the hands onto the hips, and if you can, bring the hands to the top of the hamstrings. Lift the chest up. Try to bring the knees forward a little bit more so you create a bit more space, and start walking with your hands down towards the inner knees. Go as slow as you feel comfortable today. Maybe look back, up or forward, your choice. Keep lifting the chest up opening up through the upper back, and we breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come back up. And start moving the hips to release some tension. Very nice. Very good. From here, we're going to start moving towards our drop back preparation. We can start with the hands in Namaste. If we're doing it with both hands together, opening up through the chest, engaging the glutes, hips going forward, looking back, trying to extend the arms. If this feels too much for you, you can do it on the wall, okay? Same thing, hips forward, looking to the wall, trying to touch the wall. And hold. Or if this still being too intense for you, feel free to have one hand on the hip and just try to reach one hand back to touch the wall, and then you can switch. Okay? Wherever is best for you. If you're doing with one hand, feel free to do 5 breaths one hand and then switching 5 breaths with the other. Otherwise, we'll do 10 breaths with both our hands. Wherever you are, take a deep inhale, reach back and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale, come up. And exhale. Good. Move the hips a little bit to release any tension. Very nice. And when we're ready, we're going to try to move into our drop backs. If you're already comfortable in drop backs, feel free to go there already. We're going to try to do a few rounds. You can do it on the wall, very similarly. So we were doing just right now. Bring the toes slightly out, heel slightly in, hands on the hips, reaching with one hand, maybe with both, onto the wall. When we reach the wall, we start walking down to the floor, into our wheel, and then slowly, when you're ready, we come back up to standing. Otherwise, we try to do it without a wall. Of course, if you're not very comfortable, be very careful. With time and care, we'll get there. Okay? So, the idea is that by bringing the knees farther, the hips farther, we have more space, more time for us to lower down with a little bit more confidence. At the same time, if you bring your toes slightly out a little bit more, it's going to be much easier to control the landing with your hands. Okay? So, when you're ready, hips forward, lift the chest. Feel free to have the hands in front of the chest. Maybe extend them back. And land. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start leaning back and forth. Weight to the knees. Lift. And relax. Maybe move the hips a little bit to release some tension. Very nice. We're going to try to do 2 more rounds. If you find this very intense, you can always lay down on the floor and try to come into a wheel or maybe a bridge, any backbend from the floor instead. Completely fine. When you're ready, same thing. We may start this time with the arms extended directly. We bring the hips forward, posterior till reaching up and back. And coming down, holding here for 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start moving gently forward and back. Come up. Move the hips if you need to. Very good. For 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We'll do our last round, and when we finish, we're going to slowly come back down directly without lifting up to standing. If you really want to do that, of course, feel free to come back up. Otherwise, directly we'll come down to the floor. So, when you're ready, take your variation, lift the chest, hips forward, posterior tilt on the pelvis, reach back, and down for the last 10. 9, open up the chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down and to the mat. Good. Feel free to readjust yourself wherever feels comfortable. Bend the knees, hug the knees, and move gently side to side. Doing a little massage on your lower back. I'm gonna do a couple of twists. So we release tension. When you're ready, bring the knees together. Inhale deep as you exhale, left hand on the outer right knee. Bring the knees over to the left. Extend the right arm to the right. Feel free to twist here. Option to extend the left leg and trying to bring the right knee to the floor, so the twist is a bit more deep, a bit deeper. And we breathe here for 10. Good. Try to relax the back muscles, the abdomen. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale, come back to center. Feel free to move a little bit side to side if you need to. When you're ready, extend the right leg and switch, twist to the other side. Remember, another alternative, you can have both your knees together. Whatever feels good for you. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Bend the knees, hug the knees. Feel free to separate the knees a bit. Option to come into your happy baby. To ground fully. And when you're ready, very slowly allow your legs to drop. Coming down into your Savasana. Make sure you're fully grounded on the back. Feel each and every vertebra connected to the mat. Relax your physical body. Relax your mind. Make sure your breath is relaxed. Feel free to stay here for as long as you wish. If you're following me, start bringing your awareness back into your physical body. Start moving the toes, the fingers, hands, feet and neck. As you wake up, start stretching yourself fully. Slowly bend the knees. And just as when you sleep on one side, lay down onto one side. With the help of the hands, come back into a seated position, making sure the spine is long, shoulders are gently back, hands anywhere comfortable. Take a moment here to sink into this moment and ask internally, how are you feeling right now? And if you have any pleasant sensation coming in, try to consciously maintain that for the rest of the day. Slowly take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Slowly relax the neck, chin to chest. And very slowly and gently, we will open our eyes. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed the session, and if you did, feel free to check out the Primal Yogis community, a space where I'm sharing about 5 classes every week as well as a workshop a month. You get the opportunity to be verbally adjusted as well as being part of a community of people, of yogis, where we all share information and knowledge. There's also a 7-day free trial, and of course, if you like it, stick around, we'll be happy to have you in. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next class. Namaste.